The Fargo Five, I'm Conrad Fargo. We've got Mike Hennebry. Hello, Mike.
Hi.
Mike, you are a member of so many organizations. Go ahead. What we've got Town and Country. What do we got?
Yeah, Town and Country Credit Union.
Yeah.
I'm an executive mortgage lender there.
Yeah.
And then actively involved at Zagal Shrine. So I head up the Zagal Wild Game Feed, which is February 15th. Starts at 4 p.m. this next Saturday. Vice chair of the circus, which is going to be April, double check my dates, but I'm pretty sure it's 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
That's more Shrine stuff.
More Shrine stuff.
Shrine keeps you busy. Shrine enough will keep you. Shrine alone will keep you busy.
Oh, it'll keep you very busy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you...
High demands, that organization. And great networking opportunity. Probably meet a lot of people, learn about a lot of places.
Well, especially with the circus.
Yeah.
With that, I get to meet people from Williston, Dickinson, Jamestown, did I say Bismarck?
The
Detroit
performers or just people who are coordinated with that?
Coordinated. So Zagal has 5 Zagal Shrine Circuses. So I'm involved in the Fargo one at the Dome. And then, of course, Detroit Lakes has theirs, Jamestown has theirs, Bismarck has theirs, Dickinson has theirs.
Wow.
So I think I said Williston in there, but that's actually Chem. That's
so it's more than just come on over at this date. It's a lot of details to settle up.
You can go. We always have activities going on. There's always something.
All right. Well, I want to move into, this is the Fargo's favorite segment. So what I want to imagine is today is not your birthday. It's not your anniversary. It's nothing special. You're just going to go out to eat tonight, get a bite to eat. Where would you go? Where would you go grab a bite?
If I'm with my wife, more than likely Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. That's just your average. That's not your. For us, that's a celebratory place. But when you're Mike Hennebry, that's a any random day kind of.
Well, not any random day. My wife and I are so busy we don't get to go out very often.
I suppose. Okay. So you most of the time you cook. So if you are going to go out, you're going out somewhere nice. I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
I can appreciate that.
We did a date night once to the grocery store here recently. We decided to stop doing that because it got too expensive. we grocery shop separately now.
Yeah, okay. Because when you go together, you feed each other's ideas, and then before you know it, you're planning a elaborate meal. So Texas Roadhouse, what do you get when you're there?
I like the steak and shrimp.
Which steak? What cut? Does it come with the sirloin, the steak and shrimp? Okay,
yeah.
You're a sirloin guy?
Sirloin's not exact, I mean, if you wanted to get into a ribeye, now that's a great steak. But
sure.
Their 8-ounce sirloin with shrimp is excellent.
I had to come to an acceptance. I think self-acceptance. It's important to just look inside and know who you are and what you are deep inside. And when I go to Texas Roadhouse, I get ribs. I like ribs. I like ribs more than I like steak.
See, that's a little bit of a tough one for me because one of the other things that I do at Zagal, we started this in January of 2024. It's called Misfits Barbecue.
Oh.
So I'm a little bit of a barbecue snob.
Oh.
So nobody makes ribs good enough.
You're a good guy to know.
Same thing with brisket.
So I never had ribs. I never had ribs until I was into my 30s. And brisket only the last couple of years did I ever have it for the first time. Well, and I fell in love.
Most people growing up in Fargo knew ribs as Speedway's ribs.
Sure.
I mean, you could order them in a buffet pan. They came with more barbecue sauce than ribs, but everybody loved them.
That was my first job out of in high school, working at Speedway, the Dilworth one. I did I was a carry-out. Spilled some boiling hot water, got a nice big scar right along my arm here. All right, so you probably meet a lot of people, especially as an MLO. Gosh, you probably take realtors out to coffee or drinks all the time.
Try to.
Whenever you can. What is your favorite place when you say, let's go for a beverage? What's your favorite place to go get a beverage?
Depends on the type of beverage. But
yeah, well, I left it open. I left it
salt on poorhouse.
I intentionally leave it open-ended. So you go for a beer kind of a guy, or what do you get at poorhouse?
I just sit down and they just bring me a tall Coors Light. I don't have to even say.
They know you're there. They go, oh, Mike's here. Let's bring him that tall Coors Light. And you're a Coors man. Mm-hmm. Always have been.
Nope.
Okay.
No, that came down to tailgating. We finally just decided that we had too many different varieties of beer, and more guys drank Coors than Miller Lite or Bud Light or Busch Light. So we went
time to pick one.
Pick one and went with it.
Stick with it. Okay. So tonight is going to be one of the nights actually where you make food at home, which is most nights, it sounds like. Where does the food in your house come from? What's your grocery buying strategy? Do you hunt most of it? And is it
no?
is your
Because like I said earlier, my wife is not a wild game person.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we are a regular at Hornbacher's.
Yeah, just the nearby Hornbachers.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with Hornbachers.
And you don't do and because you're a northerner, you're up in North Fargo. I think maybe a lot of people don't realize just how different.
Actually, I'm a South Fargo.
Really?
Yeah, I just drive up to North Fargo at El Zagal.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think my truck could actually drive that route by itself.
Because you're going all the way up there. And then do you grocery shop at the Northport Hornbachers then while you're up there, or what?
I go to any
Hornbachers as long as it's Hornbacher. You're loyal to Hornbachers.
Yep.
Even after they got bought out by Coborns.
Didn't really change.
Didn't change for you.
They kept all the great stuff, all the same, Sunmart is gone is gone. And I mean, like I said, growing up in Fargo, there was Piggly Wigglies.
Yeah.
And then there was Sunmart, and Hornbachers has always been Hornbachers. Super Value, I guess, was around.
I got 2 questions in the show. One is what kind of shoes do you wear, and this what's your favorite grocery store? On face value, you would think, that's a silly question. It tells you a lot about people, about the boots they wear and the Hornbachers they go to. It gives a story because a lot of people. You said that it hasn't changed. There would be a lot of people who disagree with you on that. And a lot of people who would only ever go to Costco. You don't do the big box stores.
I do Sam's. Yep.
Here and there,
yep.
But it's probably not your primary. Now that the kids are out of the house, I suppose you don't need so much.
Well, you don't need that
house.
much, but I still actually frequent Sam's a lot, and that's a lot of the stuff that I get there is for the cooks that I do at El Zagal.
Oh, wow.
So there's hundreds of dollars in my shopping cart at Sam's.
Yeah.
Just about every month.
But it doesn't go home; it goes to the shrine.
It goes to the shrine.
I see. Very good. Next question here. I say that Fargo, while having a low unemployment rate, also has a low employment rate. Many people in Fargo are self-employed or run organizations, businesses. There's so many different businesses and organizations in town. Do you have a favorite one that you'd like to shout out?
I always got a Happy Joe's Pizza.
Happy Joe's. Heck yeah.
I mean, it's not just local, but that period of time we didn't have Happy Joe's, that was a sad time.
That's your favorite pizza, huh?
Oh,
is
absolutely.
Happy Joe's. What is it about Happy Joe's you like so much?
It's just the best pepperonis. It's just the best.
They're pepperoni.
Oh yeah.
You feel like they're pepperoni special.
It's different. Yeah.
It is. Their prices are little.
Well,
is there a way to eat affordably at Happy Joe's?
I don't think so.
But it's worth every penny.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's not something you're going to order, twice a week.
Yeah. I'm a big pizza. I love pizza, but I'm love me some pizza. Happy Joe's. I think a lot of people go for the taco pizza, but you just straight up.
I love their taco. That's the only taco pizza. Happy Joe's is the only taco because once you've had that, it's your benchmark. It's like my brisket versus everybody else's. Okay. Once you've had it, you're not going to eat anything else.
I've had some good brisket. I'm gonna have to try your brisket. You're gonna have to. Someday we'll have to get a bite. Last question, then we'll get out of here because it's 56 after. We're just done here. Everybody does things that pour out their cup, things they do for others. So your philanthropy, is something, it may be good for you, but it's something for the world. It's something to give back. There's your job. These are things that we do to pour out. And then there's things that we do to bring in, that we do to recharge, that we do to fill our own cups. For some people, it's rest. For others, it's play. Everybody's a little different. What do you do to recharge your batteries?
The number one thing I would say is woodworking.
Woodworking? Mm-hmm. We didn't even touch on that. Tell me about that.
I just see something I just decide, okay, I want this, and I just start building it. I don't sit down and write it down on a piece of paper. I don't take measurements necessarily.
So like a piece of furniture or something along those lines?
I made a big green egg cart for my grill.
Oh, wow.
And it was about the size of a VW. So it's butcher block top and everything. And I built a really cool custom bar for tailgating that actually has a actual field on the top of it, lots of different things around the houses, whether it's, a shelf or cupboard or cabinets in the garage. So when I need to decompress, I grab a saw and some wood and I start building something.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing everything about yourself. Thank you for sharing what you love, what you know, how you got here. Appreciate having you on the show. One more time, why don't you plug yourself, plug your event, and we'll get out of here.
So I'm Mike Hennebry, Executive Mortgage Loan Officer at Town & Country Credit Union, and I am the chair of Zagal Wild Game Feed, which is Saturday, February 15th. Starts at 4 with a social, and food starts at 5. $40 ticket. You can get them on Eventbrite, or you can stop in to Zagal and pick one up at the Arabian Room.
And, of course, I'm Conrad Fargo. You can find me anywhere you can type in Conrad and Fargo. Mike, you ever go to Amazon.com? You ever heard of that obscure little website?
Never heard of it.
Amazon.com. Yeah. If you type in, it's because you use a keyboard, right?
Yep.
So if you type in Conrad and Fargo, I'm there.
On Amazon?
I'm on the Amazon. You can buy me. I'm for sale. I'm anywhere you
My
can.
web browser, I just have to type in A and it pulls up Amazon.
And there you go. But if you were to type in Conrad and Fargo, it would pull up me. Anything that you can type. I haven't tried it on like an old mechanical typewriter, but I imagine I would be summoned like a demon if you were to just type in Conrad and Fargo. I have it that powerfully connected, so give it a try. Type me into anything and anywhere. We are going to get out of here with You Belong to No One by Who Made Who. This is the radio edit. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Thanks again, Mike, for coming, and we will see everybody next week. Goodbye.